I'm one of those people that has lots of big goals and dreams, but sometimes life gets in the way, and some of those dreams get put on the back burner. This video is about a dream that got put on the back burner for almost 10 years. What's a dream of yours that you've had, and do you have what it takes to make that happen? Well, almost a decade later, I went to Italy and attempted to make this dream happen. And in order to do that, I had to fly out the perfect team of people. I flew out Deb Casimiro, one of the top female highliners in the world, all the way from Switzerland to help lead this project. After traveling Asia with my mom, I flew from China to Italy to meet my best friend Izzy, who flew from LA to help and record this journey, a certified badass. And I flew out Enrique, an FPV drone pilot, to be our eyes from the sky. I've slacklined since I was 13, and it's taught me the biggest lesson in life, that anything is possible. After days of traveling, we finally all arrived in Ulisai, Sardinia, Italy. It was an interesting place, very quiet, there wasn't a lot of people around, and English was not that commonly used. And fun fact, Sardinia is one of the few places in the world that's considered a blue zone, which means that there's been documented to be some of the highest concentration of centennials, people who live over 100. We had about 4 days to make this happen, keeping in mind weather. What are the chances of rain today? Because if you've ever watched my videos, you know weather is pretty crucial.
I see the storm coming! Oh my god!
This is the plan. We're looking at this mountain right now.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine there's two mountains. I'm gonna be here, and you're gonna be here. So it's gonna be 100 meters. That's not what I was expecting. And then, by the end of the day, if we have enough time, I'm gonna be here. Good job, this is a good plan.
Yeah, we don't know how is the rock there, what is the anchors, how long it's gonna take to rig everything, if it's gonna be dark going down.
And it's just the two of us. Izzy, you're here too. Thanks, Izzy. In like an hour, we're gonna be up there trying to do this. Right there. That's gonna be us. On the first day, we packed up all the gear and went to search for the line.
The backups, sling, the main sling, the things for the anchor.
So we're using span sets for the anchor?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Then you are going to have the leash with you. Then it's my anchor, it's almost the same, but it's different web locks. You are going to fly, the drone fly to me with this.
With this, okay, that's what I was wondering in the beginning.
And yeah, it's gonna be the same.
Okay. So right now we're going to find some of the other slackliners at the campsite to go ask them for information about the line. Wow.
Wow.
That was beautiful. We went to a camp at the base of the mountain and asked around until we somehow got a lead in a semi-right direction. All we had to base it off of was a picture I found online.
Totally. And for sure this.
Yeah, that looks awesome. That's not there.
Straight.
Okay.
And you will reach the canyon.
Okay.
In the canyon to go in the other side.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
In the
Is the easiest way to go?
it's the only way to go.
How
If you-
long is from here?
To go to the canyon?
Yeah.
In 10 minutes you are inside, in the canyon.
Okay.
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 Have a look, just to understand.
Properly? Yeah.
The
And then,
location,
and
the
then
close-
go with the
Okay.
gear stuff. How is your name?
Okay.
Antonio.
Antonio.
Di nuovo.
No, sorry.
Niente,
I'm so
tranquillo.
bad remembering names.
Yay. We're gonna go scope out the canyon. We were told instructions on how to get there. We want to make sure that it's the right instructions before we lug
We have
all the
a map.
gear up. That's all we need. We just have a picture of where we want to be.
Are we going?
We're just gonna go.
We just follow it until it looks like the picture.
So when we entered, we had to go this way.
So we need to go down and then go up.
I don't know if we can do that, can we?
Or is like that? We
hiked up and around and still couldn't seem to find where to rig this line. So I sent up a drone to get a bird's eye view of the mountain. We flipped the drone so we can see where the line is and if we can find it and what's the best path to get there. We hiked around a bit more and after about 2 hours found the location of the line. Nobody ever said this was gonna be easy.
Fell another drop of rain.
Set up one anchor and came all the way back down because the weather wasn't looking too good. We felt a little bit of rain, so what's gonna happen is tomorrow we're gonna come back up here. Deb is gonna go up the far side. We're gonna pass the drone over there. The drone's gonna come back with the tag line, and then we're gonna pass the main line, the slack line, all the way over there, and this line's gonna be rigged. When we were up there, we realized that the other side was gonna be sketchy, like really sketchy. So when we got home, we game planned what we needed to do to rig the other side. The other side was a free solo that none of us were familiar with, meaning there's nothing to attach you to the mountain while you climb up the other side. We would have to go up incrementally and assess whether or not it was safe to continue going up, because once we climbed all the way up, there's no turning back. The only way down was across the line. Woke up the next day and the weather was gonna be the best it was gonna be all week. So we went on the roof and went over the plan. Izzy and Deb were going to climb the free solo side while I stayed on the main side. Once they're up there, we fly the drone over to them with the fishing line. We then attach the fishing line to the paracord and they would pull that over with the slack line attached. Once that's done, we rig the line. And then they would cross the canyon back to us on the slack line. In theory, this is the perfect plan, so let's get to it. We set off for the mountain again, and once we were up mid-mountain, went over the game plan one last time before we split up. I went to the other side, keeping communication with them through the walkie-talkies. I waited a while and then realized that something was definitely up. So I walkied them and they had concerns.
The thing is, there is parts where it looks doable, but there is some moments where the wind is so strong. So we are all the time thinking to come back.
Apparently, the more they went up, the sketchier it got. There were faces of the wall that did not seem safe at all.
Be careful.
And with the wind picking up, we had a decision to make. Do we continue risking our safety for this line or come back down?
I'd say, if it's windy, we can just call it.
In tough decisions like this, it's always heavy because it came all the way up and there's a lot on the line, literally. Unfortunately, a fourth of the way up, I had to make the decision to call it because I was not going to risk the safety of my team for this. Everything in your mind and body is telling you not to do this, that you should be scared because it's not normal. You're fighting against your natural instincts. But I wasn't gonna let this dream go to waste, so we came up with the next best option. Further down the canyon, I came across other bolts, which meant that another line would be rigged potentially. So we started the rig. Following the same plan we had, I sent up the drone, which immediately crashed. So we sent up another drone, which also crashed. They say that the third time is the charm, and with some Italian luck, we finally got the line to the other side. After 4 hours, we finally rigged the line. So let's freaking cross this thing.
Let's get out there!
On the line, your mind is the strongest thing you have. You have to remind yourself to breathe, to take a step. And you have to remind yourself that there's one goal, and that's to get to the end of the line.
Oh! Holy crap! Holy smokes! This was worth every minute of the 4 hours that it took to rig this thing. Holy crap. Ah! far down.
Your heart's pumping and your adrenaline's running, but you have to do everything in your power to calm yourself. And once you're able to do that, it's a rhythm. Breathe, take a step. Breathe, take a step. One step at a time.
Almost there. You guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing.
Your mind is focused on each step and the goal at the end, pushing away everything else, the adrenaline, the fear. Similar to this project, if you take everything in all at once, it would seem almost impossible. But with each step, you realize that it was all just a part of the adventure, and you're closer to your goals than you think.
Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! Woo! Oh my gosh! That was freaking awesome! Guys, I just did it! I just crossed the line without falling. A month and a half of preparation for this. Let's go! This has been a month and a half project in the making, and for that to be finally up there is just blows my mind. I don't know if you can see it, but we rigged the line yesterday. It looks just like the picture. I would say Operation Italian Slackline is complete.
You could focus on all the bad things that went wrong or not according to plan on this journey. However, in this moment, I was just grateful because all the hard work that we had put in led me to this. Project means more to me than you can imagine, and I wanted to show my journey to you guys through my eyes. Originally, I didn't want to show you guys the first part of this video. I didn't want to show you guys that we had failed the original plan, but the question was, what's a dream of yours that you've had, and do you have what it takes to make that happen? When I was 17, I remember looking out the train window in Italy thinking, one day I'll come back and walk the most beautiful slackline. This journey proved to me that I do have what it takes, and I guess we'll just have to come back and make that original plan happen.